what the fuck?
Giant Buddha, baby! Good afternoon for cloudy Leshan. After we finished Agong, we were going somewhere else, but it was mandatory to make a stop in Leshan to see the Giant Buddha. It is a 71-meter tall statue of a Buddha, making it the longest stone-carved Buddha in the world. 71 meters is a chunk of meters. For you to understand how massive this is. From shoulder to shoulder, there is 28 meters on the Buddha. That generally fits a basketball court. And apparently the toenails are big enough for one person to sit down comfortable there. Big bro Buddha is breaking records, mate. We're still a little far from it, but it doesn't matter because from far beyond, you can see it. That's one of the most beautiful things that China has, how active people is on the streets and how much they love dancing. It's top notch. I never imagined that being a thing. Well, that's a first. I guess because we've been sitting some mountains, we haven't seen properly rivers and water. So it's a first to see actually people swimming. Very refreshing.
What I read about it was that because it's an intersection between the three rivers, so there would be a lot of shipwreckage going on there and a lot of accidents. And that's why the Buddha was carved there, to calm the people and the waters and the effects of these accidents.
Hello. Well, there's multiple entrances. We have decided to start on the east one because we read that the most popular one to start is the north. So maybe like this, we maximize the opportunity to do this with less people. Well, there are two different attractions that you can do in the park. Just the statue felt a little bit boring for us just because the lower part is in renovations. So if we just walk on behind the big Buddha, we will reach the head. And that's basically the image that we can have from the big Buddha. And if you pay 80 yuan more, you have access to another massive laying Buddha, plus a couple of temples and things to do. So we are gonna walk through the entire park and show you a little bit around. Hi, Buddha 5. Wow. That is one big lion Buddha. I am so happy that there is not that many people. I was generally expecting when you go outside and you saw all the tour buses, I would assume that this was gonna be really crowded. And if you know me, when it's that crowded, I don't really enjoy it that much. I like the authenticity of things when I get to experience it on my own somewhat, which is not always easy. But this is such a nice reward to start the day with, seeing all this beautiful area with the bridges, the bamboo trees and all that area. It's a wonderful way to start the day. It is really cool.
It is really, really cool. I really like this.
These statues are incredible. This is so well taken care of, and I tell you, I think it's such a magical thing when you have all the green parts growing on the middle area of the statue. This is insanely impressive.
I think it's even more beautiful now with the girl praying. And several of them.
If all the people go there, we go there.
For me, it's just that they have carved everything out from, or it looks like they've carved everything from the rock that is here and just taken all the colors and the elements as they are, which makes it beautiful because there are so many colors, so many layers.
Wow.
Wow! Look at all the tiny Buddhas. Oh, this is so beautiful. I'll be honest, when you were like, you wanted to do both of them, I was like, yeah, I'm so happy we came here. This is so good. Like, they're all different.
We are entering in the underground palace now, and this is ridiculously beautiful. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. Bro. I don't know if you can actually tell how big this is, but like, look at my size, and I'm basically a little bit above the shoe. I have traveled a lot in my life, and I have gotten to the point where temples do not surprise me anymore. And I gotta tell you, China is really changing that. Oh my God.
What the
You know, the Leshan Giant Buddha actually was carved within 90 years. That's 3 generations. And this palace, I would assume is something like that, because like that thing cannot be built in just one day. This is insane. This is one of the most astonishing images I've seen in my life. I am fascinated at how massive this place is. I had not anticipated this to be as incredible as it is. Wow! Wow.
I was looking at that. I know. I was looking at the cameras. I was like, when is this ever ending? What is this? Wow.
It's crazy, eh?
This is insane.
This is nuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really something.
Bro, this is insane. This is my absolute favorite cultural experience in this entire trip. The most ridiculous part is that we just started. There's so much more going on here. It's nice to be back in nature. Oh, I see. This is crazy to see the pharmacist Buddha from above. Wow. It is so insanely well carved. It is crazy.
You can see everyone down there on the boat just waiting to see the Buddha.
We are getting very spoiled with giant statues. Everything in here is just giant. It's fascinating.
China's giant.
It's just, it feels like China is like the rest of the world, but on hormones. What we have left now is to see the Giant Buddha. I don't know realistically how much this is actually going to impact me. Everything that I see online is that you have to go see the Giant Buddha, and it makes sense because it has a world record, it's 71 meters tall, like I get it. But I wish they would just mention that the rest that is in here is insane. The fact that we have been for an hour and a half walking through caves and seeing these ginormous statues, that should definitely be highlighted. China went spot on there. There's only one little thing that I don't like, that they are reforming some of the outside of the Buddha. So you cannot actually go down. We would only be allowed to pass above it. The fact that it costs the same price and it's taking away half of the experience. You see the animals on the park? So I am assuming this is the platform that we're gonna follow until we go to the back of Mr. 71 meter Buddha. One last stop before we head in. Wow. Holy smokes. I don't think I can get tired of complimenting this. Come on, this is incredible.
的游客朋友，您已进入乐山大河，
Mother Lord.
请自觉保护文物，勿拥挤，注意安全，禁止翻越或攀爬护小孩身
That
体
is
超过
definitely
500
something. Let's try to
照相
go to the other side to see if we can
拍
catch
照
a better look of
时
this.
请注意自身安全。
You know, the crazy thing of this statue is not only the statue itself. This statue has a drainage system that runs better than many of the modern buildings. Like seriously, bro, it just releases water from the ropes and the hair. You see the hair? So there are over 1,000 little hairs carved on the top of the head. Talk about a rock solid hairstyle. I thought it was great. It's such a pity that we cannot actually go down. What I was reading is that when you go downstairs, you can actually get a much closer sight of the face, the hands, and basically appreciate the dimensions of all of it. Because from here, I think it's still impressive because the head is insane. But it is a 71 meter statue. That's a lot of dedication. When we were in town, maybe we didn't see it as clear, but now that we are here, we can generally see the intersection of the rivers. So you can tell one running down there, another one running down there, and then the third one coming through here.
I wonder if they've placed all the sand here because of ships crashing, or if that was always there.
And we are on our last temple of the day. My heart feels full.
I think today has been really beautiful. I'm also a little bit disappointed in the fact that the Giant Buddha was closed and you cannot see that much. But then you just do a boat tour and then you can see the whole thing. But the rest of it was really what impressed me. China is insane for their art, basically, because we've basically been to a huge art museum. It's absolutely gorgeous. Wow.
I wish we would have done it backwards. Because I think it's what you said. I didn't get a full glimpse of it.
Yeah.
71 meters. It probably is incredible, but the fact that we can only see the head and we cannot even have a little glimpse from here.
You don't get the full impression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if we would have done it backwards, I think it's ridiculous that you have like a 33 meters statue inside of a cave.
Yeah.
So like if we would have done it backwards, it would have been on crescendo, because I feel the beginning part, it was just insane.
It was just wow after wow after wow.
Yeah. I think we got so spoiled because it came to a moment that then we see like a 10-meter Buddha and I'm like, like there's so many of them that are so impressive.
Yeah.
No regrets. That was insane. That was so cool.
Yeah, but I think one should really, to really get the feel of the big Buddha, the giant Buddha.
In the boat.
Yeah, if the downstairs section is closed, do the boat. Because
Yeah.
you cannot get you don't get the chills.
Yeah.
But I think maybe you do from the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the sun went down, we saw from the hotel window the whole mountain lit up. The temples started glowing, the trees looked kind of magical, and honestly, as we went down to the riverside to enjoy it, we just stood there for a while not saying much. It felt almost like the mountain was telling its own story after dark. If you ever make it to Leshan, try to stay after sunset, it's totally worth it. Thank you so much for watching, see you next time. I did it! Please remember that I have a microphone here we can hear.